Picture this. You're walking down the street, minding your own business, when a police officer stops you and asks for your ID. Your heart races and 1,000 thoughts run through your mind. What are your rights? Should you comply, or can you refuse without getting into trouble? Welcome to episode 38 of ID Refusal where we dive into the best tips for handling these high-stakes moments and navigating your rights with confidence. Today, we'll break down real-life scenarios and show you how to stay calm, assertive, and legally protected when faced with such situations. But here's the twist. There's one critical mistake most people make when refusing ID that could completely change the outcome. Stick around to find out what it is and how you can avoid it. Ready to learn how to beat the cops at their own game, the smart and lawful way? Let's get started. Refusing to show your ID might seem like a bold move, but knowing when and how to do it legally is the real game changer. Imagine yourself standing there, with the officer's eyes fixed on you, their tone firm but calm, asking again for your identification. Your mind flashes to stories you've heard, some ending smoothly, others taking a turn for the worse. What rights do you actually have? Can refusing ID escalate the situation, or is it your legal right to stand your ground? Here's the thing. The rules about ID refusal can vary depending on where you are, and understanding the law is your first line of defense. But there's more to it than memorizing rights. It's about how you carry yourself in that moment. What if one simple word or gesture could completely shift the officer's approach? The answer lies in mastering this delicate balance. Stay tuned. As the officer waits, the air feels heavy. You replay the question in your head. Can I see your ID? It seems straightforward, but you know it's anything but simple. If you hand it over without questioning, you might feel like you've given up a piece of your freedom. On the other hand, refusing outright could shift the tone of the encounter. This is the moment that defines everything. The way you respond could either diffuse or intensify the situation. What many people don't realize is that your body language and tone can be just as important as the words you use. Staying calm, maintaining eye contact, and choosing your words carefully can send a powerful message. But what if the officer pushes harder? Maybe they hint at consequences or suggest you're hiding something. How do you hold your ground without crossing the line? The tension rises, but the real test is just beginning. The officer takes a step closer, their voice firm but calm. I'm going to ask you again. Let me see your ID. Your pulse quickens, but you steady your breath, knowing this is the moment you've been preparing for. You've read about situations like this, where the law and emotions collide, and you remind yourself of one crucial fact. You're not doing anything wrong. But as the officer's tone sharpens, so does the pressure. A few bystanders glance your way, their curiosity adding to the weight of the moment. You start to question yourself. Are you pushing too far? Will refusing escalate things beyond your control? Every second feels like an eternity as you weigh your next move. Then the officer shifts gears, throwing a question you didn't expect. It feels like a test designed to catch you off guard. Now it's not just about your rights. It's about staying calm under fire. Before you can respond, the officer gestures to their radio, speaking in a low tone you can barely make out. Your heart skips. Are they calling for backup? Or is this a bluff to pressure you into complying? The tension skyrockets as you realize this encounter might not end quickly. Then the unexpected happens. The officer steps back, a slight shift in their demeanor, and asks, "Are you aware of the laws here?" The question catches you off guard, leaving you wondering if they're testing your knowledge or trying to regain control of the situation. You know the laws, at least you think you do. But in this moment, self-doubt starts to creep in. As the silence stretches, a second officer arrives, their presence adding to the weight of the encounter. With two pairs of eyes now focused on you, every choice feels more critical. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the next words you say will set the course for everything that follows. You stand your ground, taking a steady breath before calmly replying, "Yes, I'm aware of the laws here. Am I being detained, or am I free to go?" The first officer pauses, their expression unreadable. For a moment, you think you've crossed a line, but then they exchange a look with the second officer.